I'm a bitch. Girls treat me like a bitch.
Because you are.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That one's soft.
Call it out, bro. Chucky's like, I thought this going differently in my head.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, how's it going? You're listening to Reptiles with Yoshii.
And Tino.
Mad about reptiles.
Dainty Dinosaurs or Emarie.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, if you're listening and want to watch, you can check us out on YouTube as Modern Reptile. And if you're watching and want to listen, we're on pretty much every streaming platform.
That matters.
Alrighty guys, how are you doing today?
Chilling.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
This morning, went to a plant swap. That was cool.
Yeah,
That's bro. You always start with the.
I do. You're right. I just
Bro, like
plants,
really,
bro.
whoever's listening, don't give a fuck. Hey, you went to a
like the
plant
green,
store?
bro.
It's called Lowe's. Bitch.
Whoa.
No, he said a
Weak
plant
stuff.
swap.
Plant swap.
Like-
It's pretty much like a Repticon, but for plants.
But for
No
plants.
way.
It's a
But like
planticon.
tiny, dude. Tiny. Not even close.
I mean, why you gotta talk about your thing like that, bro?
no. I'm talking about yours.
All right, so we got some stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Tino, where we started with this.
Wait. That conversation we were about to have.
Oh, yeah,
has
so-
to fucking
Okay,
happen.
okay.
man.
About your DMs.
Yeah.
She said, at least you're a guy and you don't get crazy DMs.
Not as crazy, at least.
bull fucking shit.
Okay.
Pull 'em up,
okay.
the receipts.
Well, let's just say
I got blocked.
you're probably not getting DMs asking to be a sugar baby every week. Or,
Not every week, but they're right there,
Or
dude.
random old men asking you for different pictures of your body. And it's strange when you're a strictly reptile account and you
Yeah.
barely post pictures of yourself.
You know what would be cool? Send a picture of a cloaca.
Oh my god. Next time I get asked for a saucy
Oh my
picture, it's
gosh.
just gonna be a prolapse or a
Yeah,
cloaca
prolapse.
or
Oh my
something awful.
Oh my god.
The cloaca, just spread it open a little bit. Send it to
The heavy
Yeah, heavy piece, pop the fucking snake.
Screenshot it and post it on your story and be like, this is what y'all get.
Oh my god.
Some creeps might be into it.
Oh
Just,
my
you never
God.
know.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I think, okay, I got two crazy ones. One of them, the girl goes, hey, I go, what's up? And she just sends me a picture of her vagina.
Oh my god,
Just
dude.
like that. And I'm going to tell you, like,
That's fast.
That's fine. That's
I'm
going
telling you,
quickly.
graphic as hell. This girl did not take care of it.
Damn.
She didn't do a shape up for me. Nothing, dude. She just straight sent it. And then after that, I was like,
How do you
LOL,
respond?
that was random. And she was like, I thought I would bless a handsome young man. And I was like, haha.
Wait, how old was this woman?
I can appreciate the
A little bit older. I
confidence,
mean, not
but
too crazy.
Yeah, respect the grind.
Yeah, and then she blocked me because I said, because it was funny, so I was like, why you look like that? And then she blocked me.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
And then
my God.
I had a guy
no.
DM me thanking me because he caught his girlfriend looking at pictures of me. She got turned on and she fucked him. So he was thanking me that he got some fuckings from his own
Some
girlfriend
fuckings.
by looking at me. And I was like,
I support that. Good for you, man.
no, I do not support it.
Why
I blocked
not?
him. I blocked him. That's weird. Why are you DMing me to thank me? I don't have to know these things.
I'm DMing him right now. You don't know how many times this has happened to me.
So
Chuck.
yes, I get crazy DMs
Yeah.
too. And gay men, wild fuckers.
Yeah?
Wild motherfuckers.
It's your favorite,
dude.
anyways.
Huh?
It's your favorite, anyways.
No. Listen, I respect them, yo. I got a whole bunch of gay friends, but some of these fuckers, wild, bro. Wild shit.
Hell yeah.
Wild shit. Like just the wildest things.
You ever get anything from anybody that has like notoriety?
What does that mean?
so say somebody who's like verified on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Or somebody
But-
who has like over 100K.
Yeah, but those people I know when it's like that.
Okay.
If that
I'll
makes
tell
sense.
you,
Like
I
your
have.
girlfriend.
I'm not gonna
We don't
blow
have to
them
out
up
them.
or anything.
Yeah.
But I have.
Oh, I
there's
bet.
definitely
Oh, I bet.
there's definitely
Brian Bartek.
guys. no,
No, dude. Why do you have to do that? No!
I do love Brian Bartek though. Brian Bartek is
Yeah.
daddy, but it's not Brian Bartek. Okay.
Wait, did you just say Brian Bartek is daddy?
Maybe.
Man.
This is okay. This is better than I thought. That's crazy.
I second that.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
yeah. So basically, one of the things that we talked about with the topics is, I guess we'll just dive right into it.
Yeah, go for it.
Is I guess the female perspective in a predominantly male-dominated hobby,
Oh, shit.
and what that's like. I suppose, like if it's obviously in current society, you know, in male-dominated organizations, you know,
AKA almost
anything.
everything.
Yeah, basically anything. It's more difficult, or at least different
Yeah,
for
I
women
mean,
than it is in others.
I wouldn't want to speak for every woman or femme out there, but it can definitely be more difficult. We're definitely, I would think, looked at as less knowledgeable. You know, I've had so many DMs from random dudes who are in their 50s telling me about all of their experience that they've had and how much better they are than me, and I'm just a little girl who, you know, all this kind of stuff, just because they're older, they have more experience. So that doesn't mean that I haven't done my research, I haven't had experience. So it's things like that that can put you off.
Have you guys had that? As an old man DM'd you and been like, you don't know what you're doing with ball pythons?
No.
I don't think I've never had. I wanted
Yeah, that's
that.
weird.
I literally have wanted that before. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, I want somebody, especially in the area, to DM me with some bullshit.
Dead
I
ass-
want
no,
to.
dead ass if
I
someone's
want that
like-
smoke. I like it.
If
but
someone's
it's
like, hey, this is how you take care of that, I'll be like, who are you?
yeah, no, literally.
No,
but
who
I feel
are
like
you?
they will do it to her because they feel like they have
Yeah.
something like
Like
over
a-
her. Type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing.
I feel like we do get a lot of like gaslighting. Like when I was dealing with my issue with underground reptiles.
She's just hitting the topics one after another.
That's exactly what we're gonna talk about.
Another one.
Well, I was talking about what's his name? I don't even like to say his name. The owner of Underground
Yeah.
Reptiles, Ryan Gitman. He made a YouTube video calling me out to, like, I guess, tell everybody that what I was saying about my iguana, who I bought from them, that passed away, was false. Everything that he said in his video was lies. He didn't show any proof. I have all the messages, all the receipts. But the whole time in the video, he's sitting there calling me a little girl, a teenager, just little girl all the time. Like, I'm 25 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in this
older than
hobby
me.
for a few years.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know what I'm talking about. So for, like, an older guy to sit there and, like, belittle you
Yeah.
because you're a woman or because you look young, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
What about reptile shows? Do you get the same kind of, like, in person, I guess? Because I guess over social media, it's different. Anybody can be as brave as they want.
Not really. I mean, I don't go to, like, a ton of them. I'll go to, like, the Orlando shows or Kissimmee or whatever. But, you know, people aren't as tough as they act online.
Yeah,
I've had quite a few people, you know, get up in my face and stuff. Everybody remembers, so I'll just say it. Tiki's Geckos was out there. We had an altercation, and he said something and then said it wasn't directed towards me, whatever. But I've seen him in public. He said he would say something. Never said anything.
Yeah. You know,
Not that I want beef or anything, but it's like, you know, like,
Yeah.
don't put yourself out there like you're such a big person when you're not going to do anything.
Gotcha.
yeah, that sucks.
So-
What do you think? What do you think is the next steps then for as we move towards a more, I guess, equal a society that treats each other equally?
Just
What's the steps?
being more inclusive. I mean, just treating each other equally, not jumping to conclusion. You know, when people do something different, whether they're female or male, don't just, you know, don't genderize what they're doing. I feel like that also happens sometimes. I just think everybody just needs to chill out a little bit and focus on what matters, is the animals, you
Stop
know?
DMing people you don't know.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think way too many men.
Or at
just
least
think
do
we're
it in a
dicks.
positive manner. Like,
Yeah.
if you have something to say, do it with, you know, be nice about your criticism. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just.
Hey, Dainty, I
think-
don't like that you have iguanas.
I love my iguanas.
What's wrong with iguanas?
No. I'm just saying. Like, that's something random that someone would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, I'm right here too, bitch.
Oh yeah, I got
I
a
love
comment
iguanas.
on one of my posts the other day from somebody, and it happens to all of us a lot, I'm sure. But it was just another person telling me to release all of my animals into the wild back where they
Oh, yeah.
belong,
Yeah.
and that, you know,
Was it
everybody's
Chucky?
just
Be the type.
no, but it's wild, you know. I always wonder how people think about that. Like, oh, just release them all into the wild. Do you not realize, like, they're captive?
Yeah, yeah.
Captive
You know-
specimens can't just be released.
You know, actually, I was talking with someone online, and they were saying they didn't know how they felt about. So they follow me because I do plant stuff, but they text me. They're like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about keeping animals." It sounded literally like Chucky. I'm like, "Is this Chucky? Did he just make a fake profile that just shit on me?" It was like, I don't know how I feel about keeping snakes or any kind of reptile in a tank. You know, its whole life. I don't know the ethics of it. She wasn't in the hobby entirely, so she doesn't see
Just
how it's
questioning
happening.
it, yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, you know what? It's a good argument to kind of bring up. You know, like,
Yeah.
should we keep animals in tanks? Should we take them from the wild and do this kind of stuff?
What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at me for? I knew it the second he started. The second he started.
If you ask Chucky, the answer is no.
You know, I briefly watched last night. I was watching Dave Kaufman because he's about to come out with his
The
Ball
Ball
Python
Python
movie, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
So I was watching his little like sneak peeks
Yep.
last night on it, and he had said something that I was like, wow. He was talking about the ball pythons and how literally over in Africa where he was, like, I forget where he said he was, but it's a very like poverty-stricken area
Yeah.
to the point where there are no more hoofed animals,
Yeah.
nothing. Like
Yeah.
they're eating everything, even savanna monitors as soup.
Yep.
So he said something about like the ball python trade. Like if it were to stop, if we were to stop exporting or importing from Africa
Yep.
to here, they would start eating them, and they would
that's
be
something
gone.
that I wanted
there
to
would
talk
be
to
no
Chuck
more in the
about.
wild
Yeah.
either. The only reason they're there is because of
Because of
the
the pet trade.
exportation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what he said. He said that the only thing that's in abundance is reptiles
It's-
because they look at it as a commodity.
I've also heard this. I don't know how true it is. We have a reptile importer here in the audience. But
Bitch.
like one of the one of the things that I've heard,
Bitch.
one of the things I've heard with animal exports is that when you go ahead and so like when you import an animal, the people that are importing, the people that are taking them from the wild, they are hand picking, like literally cherry picking the animals that look the best, so that the others go to the skin trade. You know, they go to skins, they go to the food trade. You know, it happens with turtles, it happens with snakes, all
Gay.
across the world.
Straight
And the ones that
fucking gay.
survive are the ones that are cherry
Straight
picked and
fucking
sent.
gay, dude. Straight fucking gay.
I don't know, man. I
This
don't
man
know.
just
It
doesn't
happens.
accept it. He's like, no, bro,
All that-
no.
It's
no,
bullshit.
no,
All of it is bullshit, bro. Like, are the ball pythons really feeding that many people up? So fucking little. We probably
They have them all
we
in
buy
racks, bro. They're breeding them.
We
They're
buy
farming them.
we buy them by pennies. Yeah, like that's different. If you were to farm them, actually fucking farm them, right?
Why I'm not farming them?
You inbred bitch.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with that shit. It's like same thing with the alligator. It was once endangered. Farming them is what saved them.
Okay.
We're
I
not
don't call it
farming
saving.
them. Huh?
It's not saving.
It is saving.
You're just
The numbers-
sacrificing
how are
so
they-
many
Yes,
in order to
and it
save
saves
the rest
ones
of them in the wild.
So some of them are getting saved.
The
Yes.
means, the ends do not justify the means.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
The alligator's still here, ain't it?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The
yes,
ends
it does.
don't justify
Yes,
the
it does.
means.
This is
The
the whole
alligators
podcast.
are
The whole
thriving
podcast.
in the wild, bitch.
Ends don't justify the means. What the fuck are you talking about? The ends don't justify the means.
Yes, it does.
No, they don't.
Bro, right now we have 0 alligators in the wild, and we have millions because of it.
We have
That is-
millions, and yet we still have thousands at least in captivity, in terrible conditions to be eaten.
Yes.
And you're okay with it.
No, it's not that I'm okay with it.
So we should stop farming them.
No, because it stops people from hunting them in the wild. It's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those ball pythons, a lot of them, they do get them from the wild, which gets the numbers down from the wild. I do not give a fuck about what you have in a tank. I know you probably keep it like shit sometimes. Not you, but like, you know, like
People,
farmers
yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Like, they probably keep them like shit, but if it helps the ones in the wild, I'm okay. I'm not okay, but better with it.
So you're
I
saying
care
that
more
I'm
about
go-
the animals in the wild.
Got you. So I'm cool with breeding ball pythons and racks. Because
It's
what
better
you
than
just
a
he
fa-
just
it's
said
better
it.
than a farm, and he's not
Listen,
taking them from the wild.
Yes. I talk to you. You cool. You know. We cool.
talk to
we
you.
Cool. I'm not trying to kill you. I know where you live. You know.
He does. He does.
You know?
So if I end up dead, it was
Who's
him.
this guy?
So it's like that. It's like I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. It's like I wouldn't do that shit. But
Yeah.
you do it over there. That's you. As long as
Yeah.
it doesn't affect the ones in the wild, I don't give a fuck.
Are you cool with racks?
Yes and no. I
Okay.
think they can be done decently. I think it's okay if you're like breeding. Do I think it's okay for just a general keeper who's enjoying their animals? Not so much.
Okay.
I think you should provide more for them.
Yeah. I would say that the people that have, for example, a ball python that'll keep. What, Chuck? Let me say my shit. This guy's already.
Go for it.
So the people with ball pythons that they're just a pet that keep it in just a bin, I think that's a way different situation than a ball python breeder that has a
Definitely.
whole rack with whatever.
Definitely.
Because
And you
that
can-
person is purposely like doing the minimal.
Yeah, and you can definitely keep them in a rack, like, in a good way. I've seen people, well, not a rack, but a bin set up maybe. I've seen
Yeah.
people put them in the big Starlight bins.
Okay.
And
You
you
just need
can
a bigger
even make
rack.
those bioactive. I mean, you
Okay.
can put
Yeah,
lights
yeah,
on
yeah.
top and everything, so it can be done.
You know,
and
with-
sometimes it's better with humidity.
I was talking to Yosh about like at what point is a rack no longer the point of a rack is to go ahead and have more animals. And obviously, you're not sacrificing quality, or you're attempting not to.
Bullshit.
But have more animals in a smaller amount of space. I've debated, so I want to do more beauty snakes. I want to go ahead and keep beauty snakes maybe in racks, but I don't want to do it the same way that ball pythons are kept in. I want to actually do like 55-gallon
tall.
totes.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, so
tall
that they have
shit.
space to climb. I can do
Right.
them bioactive, but at that point, I can only stack like 3 max 55-gallon totes in a singular rack that might as well take up as much space as tanks do.
Yeah.
Fine.
You know what? And sometimes I'm like, you know what? It still would be cheaper than actual glass and PVC.
And it's cool animals that you're breeding that you like.
Yeah,
Why do you need
yeah.
100 of them?
Yeah.
I
I was
know.
telling him that I don't think that he would benefit from getting a rack for something like
No,
that. Like I think
no.
that he just keeps them real nice and like.
Yeah,
nice
some
to-
dope shit. That's a
something,
dope
yeah.
ass thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing in a rag? You can't. To see them, you gotta go like this.
Well, I
You
mean,
know?
Yeah.
You know? You can keep it on something. You can just.
To be honest, though,
Oh shit, that's fire.
Look, Chuck, you're gonna relate to this. I almost hardly ever take out my animals. You know, to an extent, I'm kind of like I don't really. I get enough pleasure from just knowing that they're alive and they're living their lives in
And
their
they
little
thrive
space.
that way better.
Yeah, I'm like I don't really need to go ahead and handle them.
I can
Because,
see
like,
that,
it's
but I also think a little bit of like human interaction does provide a bit of enrichment. As long as you're not like stressing them out, it can
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
be enriching.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I just don't think like often.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
good.
It's
Like
not
every
good.
now and then I do.
Yeah,
but,
there's definitely certain animals that I leave alone for the most of the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
like it dies for me a little bit because working like at a zoo, like I'm surrounded by animals 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's like when I get home, it's like I feed things and this and that. I just leave them there, and then again, like just like that, like the caiman lizard, I just look over and I was like, oh shit,
Hey, he's still there. Cool.
I got
Yeah,
that shit right there.
How was it doing, Giuseppe?
She's doing good. She
Yeah.
didn't eat.
Oh, you
for...
finally named it?
Yeah, it's
No,
Giuseppe.
no,
No,
it's
it's
not.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
it's
Hashtag
not,
Giuseppe.
dude,
Yeah.
absolutely not. So
I said to name it Mango.
yeah,
Mango's a cool name.
I like mango. I also like
Giuseppe.
Somebody said Momoa.
I
What
like
is that?
Momoa.
Like
Oh,
Jason?
sorry. I like Momoa.
Like Jason
Aquaman.
Momoa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Aquaman.
They call it
Aquaman.
Aqua.
Yeah, Aqua.
Aqua's cool. What
Aqua's
did I
cool.
say? Did I say Giuseppe?
You probably
Yeah,
said.
I-
You
you
guys said
started the Giuseppe
I
shit.
did start the Giuseppe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I don't handle much things because of that. But
Yeah.
caiman lizard's one that like sometimes every day, sometimes every 2 days, like I clean the water. So that's the
Yeah.
one I interact with the most. She's still a hoe. She don't want me to.
You know.
You know what? That's something interesting too. Usually, I tell people like, "Oh, if you want your animal to be calm, you have to handle it for the most part. You have to make sure that it's used to you, this, that, and the other." And I feel like people take that as I need to hold it all the time, every day.
Yeah.
You know,
so
it's like,
so with
no.
the caiman lizard, I held it like twice in a row and it didn't eat, and I was like, "Fuck that shit! I'm not touching it
Too much
again."
anxiety. Like,
So
no,
I
no,
literally
no, no,
just clean the enclosure while she's there, and then I'm just gonna grow her up. When
Yeah.
she gets to a decent size, then I'll start. But right
Yeah,
now,
I get a little worried with my rock iguana Cheggy, because like he literally hides the majority of the time, and I'm like, dude, what am I doing that's not making you feel secure right now? And then like I'll notice him, like sometimes I'll get home and he's basking, he sees me straight to
He
hide.
hides. Yeah,
Yeah.
caiman lizard does the same shit.
Yeah, so
I
I don't know
think-
what to do.
Honestly, I've told people like keep the TV on if you can do that, or just
Yeah.
have something constantly moving because lizards for the most part are triggered by movement. They see
Okay.
something moving, they're like, nope, I need to
Yeah.
leave. And so like if they're constantly stimulated by movement, obviously not to
Yeah.
the point of stress because
Yeah.
you don't want to stress
If
it out.
I take him out of the hide, which sometimes I will, if he's hiding for like a couple days, I don't see him. I'm like, yo, let me take you out. He will come out and just be hanging out. But the second that I might do something that he doesn't like, like if I pop out of the hall where he would see me, and if I'm like, I guess too quick with it, then straight to hide.
Do you feed him there
Yes.
when you're there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that's also a thing.
But
Some
this
people will leave food and
That's
then
what
leave.
I do with the caiman because you won't come out.
But that's the thing, though. Sometimes I'll feed him, and he won't always eat. He won't always eat if I'm there. Sometimes I'll take him out and I'll feed him by hand, and I'll put him there, and I'll try to get him to come up. And
So-
sometimes he'll do it, but sometimes he'll leave the food just the whole day.
So sometimes with like snakes, especially with like hognose or ball pythons, I'll usually tell people like sometimes you kind of just have to starve them out. Or getting beardies on Eventualies too, I'm kind of like just starve them out for a little bit. Eventually they're gonna be hungry enough. If they've ever done it before, they're gonna do it eventually.
Okay.
So I think as long as you're, I guess the same rule kind of applies to you, but if you want to be hand feeding, it's different.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
It's very different if
It's
you wanna be
scary,
tongue
the
feeding.
caiman lizard, bro. Like that thing eats, and I can tell when it eats because same thing with crocodilians. It's the same way I look at it. Like the back of the belly goes down as soon as it poops.
Like the
So
emaciation.
there's no space.
Yeah.
And it eats and it comes back up.
It's the
and
same with iguanas. As soon as they
Yeah,
poop, they
yeah,
look
yeah, yeah.
so empty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so scary. So I don't know how long I could pull it off. So
yeah,
that's why I
yeah,
haven't.
before-
I feed it every 2 days though.
Okay.
I think about 3 little snail things.
Yeah. Do you feed them with the shell?
I have
Actually, does it
some.
come packaged in shells?
I have both.
Okay.
I have some with shell, some without. I have literally food for months.
Interesting.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, I'm super excited. You had mentioned Dave Kaufman's video. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too.
the
He's gonna
countries
have a
were-
savanna monitor in the wild too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Togo and Ghana.
Yes, that's
Yes.
it.
I wanna see because remember that other guy that did a ball python thing.
Uh-huh.
And it
With
was
the
more
termite
the
mounts?
It was more the negative side
Uh-huh.
of the.
Yeah.
I want to compare the two.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I
they're
want
both.
to do.
I feel
I
like
mean-
the two are like he went there to make them look good, the other one went there to make him look bad.
Bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
I was
you
gonna
gotta
say, no
find the
matter
middle.
what's gonna happen, Dave Kaufman is gonna make. He's not gonna like end the sale of ball
Absolutely
pythons
not.
with this video.
He
He's
sells
not
them
going
himself. Of
Yeah.
course, he's not
Yeah,
going to.
yeah, yeah.
He buys them himself. He's gonna try and make them as good as possible. That's why I don't trust either of them.
Yeah.
On it.
because
Got you.
they have biases. They have
Yeah, they,
agendas.
yeah, they have something that they want to do over here. That's why I don't trust much of what they're gonna
I
say.
think he said that the one that he was the most surprised by was the African fat tails. He said that one's going to be the one. I think. Oh no, it was the Savannah monitor. He said the Savannah monitor is the one that he's like nobody's fucking keeping these things right.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for that.
Oh yeah, that one specifically because everybody just feeds it like big protein and
Yeah.
shit and fucks their liver up.
I'm definitely excited because I just got a baby salve.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's scared, just like you guys said. If I come in the room, it'll be basking. If I walk in, it's gone, takes off.
Yeah.
I've got it to tongue feed once, some mealworms,
Nice.
but so far he's a little hider. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't feed it protein.
No, we're doing
You
bugs.
want a big one?
A
Yeah,
big
he's trying
one.
to get
I have
Big as hell, dude.
Dude,
It's
I have
huge.
a big one that was given to me. So I'm the third
See
owner.
this straight ass
Yeah,
shit?
it was literally given to me. The first owner only fed it rodents, only.
She's big.
So by the time that the second owner had it, which was a friend of mine, it was just because the guy couldn't take care of it anymore.
She nice?
No.
Jesus Christ.
She's,
Yeah.
she's yeah.
Well, you know what? I've been able to get in the enclosure, and she just like hangs out or goes to hide.
I always end
Yeah.
up with the spicy ones.
Yeah.
I like the spicy ones better.
I do
I
like,
like
the
the snakes
spicy
with
ones.
attitude.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I always go for the pussy ones, and I end up with the fucked up ones.
Yeah.
Every time, bro. The
So you have
lemurs.
iguanas,
Huh?
like you
Yeah.
have iguanas, day geckos, and anoles. Those are never nice. Those are not nice animals.
Dude, my day gecko bit the shit out of me like
yeah,
2 months
Yeah?
those
ago.
are not
Mine's
nice animals.
fine.
You're right. Yours is
Yeah,
yours
I
is
was
You're
gonna
just like
handle mine.
backflips and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Woo! Responds by
Crazy.
name.
Same thing with the lemurs. I'm like, oh, this one's nice. The other one's a bitch. I end up training the bitch.
Yeah.
Because the nice one is an idiot.
Yeah.
The caiman, same thing. I started with the brother. He was super nice. And then the other one bit me like 3 times. And I was like, ugh, I don't know about this. I trained the bitchy one.
Yeah.
Because the other one was a dummy. I feel
Nice.
like assholes usually catch on to things better.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so. My iguana is very nice.
What
now.
kind of iguana do you have?
She's just a green,
A green?
normal green
Nice.
iguana.
How big is she?
Probably without tail, about yay.
Oh, nice, nice, very nice.
She's turning 3 this year.
Do you give her any any insects?
Not really. Occasionally, I will put some like rapashi on top of her salad just to get a little bit because, in my opinion, people say iguanas don't eat insects at all, which it's not a main staple in their diet. But in
Yeah,
the wild, they are
do.
consuming
Every now and then.
bits
Protein,
of
of
course.
protein on the vegetation that they're eating.
Yeah.
So yeah, like maybe once a month, I'll sprinkle a little bit of like rapashi, like the cricket diet, or not cricket, sorry.
Yeah, like
The
Yeah,
crested
cricket.
gecko diet
Yeah.
or something in it. Yeah, something that has fruit and insects.
I
So,
do the
yeah,
same
she
thing.
loves it.
I do the same thing with rapashi or like whenever I get crickets, I throw them in there, especially for the spiny, and the green is the first one to show up.
Yeah,
Every
I
time.
found my bearded dragons also love the crested gecko food. If I
Yeah.
make it really nice and soupy and I sprinkle it over their salad, they love that.
Yeah.
You know, so I got a Sudanese plated lizard last year. I've had it almost.
That
a year
was
now.
a
That's
year.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
bro.
Yeah. And I've wanted to try. I tried the Lugardi with her. She didn't like the Lugardi like passion fruit too much, which I mean, I get it. It's passion fruit. I mean, I
Passion
love
fruit is
no,
good
I
as
love
fuck, bro.
I love passion fruit, but like the Sudanese plated lizard is not eating passion fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not.
I
That's
guess
not
you're
what
right.
I
Passion
needed.
fruit, the plant itself is actually poisonous.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. Science.
So
I'm an
I was
idiot
like,
and
oh,
I
I
have
kind of want to
chameleon
try
syndrome.
like rapashi stuff with it because it is an omnivore. I'm like, well, let's just try it. So I don't know,
I think
because it's not just like,
they miss.
is it just for crested geckos?
I think they miss like a good opportunity to not call it like a crested gecko diet because for me it's like the
Yeah.
best thing to get baby blue tongues to start eating.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
that's
a
the
lot
first
of
meal.
animals that really like it,
Yeah.
especially if you get the right flavor. They're all about it.
Yeah.
I just wonder if it has something to do with the amount of vitamins and shit they put in it, and like the amount of nutrients that they put in it.
Got you.
Maybe it's too low for larger animals. It just tastes good for them.
Yeah.
Right.
The fuck knows? I don't fucking know.
Yes.
Just talking shit.
Tastes
Yeah,
good
yeah.
for these two. These two fucking eat that shit.
I like tasting rapashi. It's
I
good.
have tasted the rapashi. The banana one is not bad at all.
Oh my
My
god,
question is,
bro!
what the
what
fuck
did-
is
You
wrong with
can't-
y'all?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, if I'm gonna be feeding it to my animals, it should be good enough for
I
me to
agree.
eat.
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah.
I
Eat a
agree
rat.
100%.
Bring a rat. Somebody bring a
Okay.
fucking rat.
No, no, don't even,
That's
don't even
different.
start
Look,
this
look,
shit.
You cook a rat, you saute it.
Yeah,
If I wasn't vegetarian, I'd eat it.
if it was in the right place, like a nice, not a New York sewer rat,
Yeah, yeah.
I would try it. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not eating no rat, dude.
I mean,
You're just racist.
Against rats?
Yes.
Rat racist.
Rat racism.
Yes.
I'm
We're
about to
trying
say
to
no.
spread equality.
It's on my face, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, these two are feeding me right now. Dude. I've said some wild shit.
Yep. Yeah.
They
no.
sell them on the street.
Well, look, listen.
Listen,
It has to
bro.
be clean.
What animals do you keep other than the iguana?
I don't have anything in racks, but
Yeah, like a real fucking professional. You stupid bitch.
I breed
You
ball
had
pythons.
rack like 3 months ago.
He still has it. I knew it.
I have like 3 left.
3 racks?
Huh?
You have 3 racks?
No, 3 bins.
Oh, I was like, you have 3 racks, bro.
No, dude.
So the iguana.
yeah. So I have iguanas. I've got bearded dragons, boas, king snakes, milk snakes. Just a little bit of everything, pretty
That's
much.
cool.
Are you breeding anything or just?
Not at the moment. I do plan to breed tomato frogs.
Oh wow.
Possibly my boas.
Okay.
I've got 2 dwarf Nicaraguans that I'm raising
I'm
up
a
right
dwarf
now.
Nicaraguan.
I love them.
I am.
And together they should be T albinos, so that
Oh,
should be
fun. Nice.
really nice.
Yep.
And then I'll probably breed my king snakes in the future.
That's cool. What's like your whole goal with the reptile journey and stuff like
That's
that?
fire one, damn.
My whole goal,
Yeah.
really, I just want to do the thing. You
Kick
know,
names,
I want to
kick
be. My goal is eventually to be back on YouTube. I have pretty bad anxiety, so it's been a struggle for me to get
Okay.
back on it. But my goal is to just, talk about animals, give people a little bit of education, but mostly encourage the love of reptiles.
Okay.
That's pretty much the goal. I mean, it's nothing serious. I love reptiles, and I think other people should too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What's your goal? You rack having bitch.
Make money.
Fuck you.
Have drawers with
Make
no
money.
clothes in them.
Yeah.
Make money.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like these days, I've been having a lot of like moral battles.
Whoa,
guys
Doctor Strange, dude.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know, dude. I don't know. These podcasts that I do with you guys and stuff like that, you guys very smart. You guys teach me a lot. We get emotional on the podcast.
Yeah, he's about to start
Yeah.
crying like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Those we don't post those, so he
Yeah.
always takes.
Look, look.
We cut that
We're not
part.
gonna keep any racks. We're gonna release all our animals back into
No,
the
I'm
wild
definitely
where
gonna
they
keep
belong.
racks.
We're gonna go
He
vegetarian.
gets my
We're all
point a little
yeah.
bit too far. I just feel
Yeah.
like most people shouldn't have them.
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I just want to get it to a point as far as like my breeding stuff goes, where it can pay for itself, pay for my livelihood, just so that way I can really just enjoy the thing. Enjoy the thing, like where it's just like, yo, like I could just hang out with my turtles all day. Like
Yeah.
that's just what I want to
Oh
do.
yeah, he's a turtle bitch.
You know,
I
actually,
love
Nice.
turtles.
I was
yeah.
gonna ask you. Actually, this is a good question. So you know how like almost every household in America has either a cat or a dog.
Yeah.
You would not want that for to be reptiles.
No.
Where almost every single household in America has reptiles.
No.
Is that something that you would want?
No.
Okay.
Fuck, am I
No.
the only one that wants that, dude?
Okay. Because I asked because
it's
you had said like,
stupid,
oh, you
bro.
want more people to
Like,
love
most
reptiles.
reptiles-
I
are
do,
not
but I
kept
think
correctly.
it has to be the right people. There's
Yeah.
definitely
Okay.
tons of people out there
Yeah.
who just shouldn't have
Okay.
reptiles.
Yeah,
I guess you're right.
But it applies to like the same thing with dogs and cats. Some people
And
just
people,
shouldn't have
it's
dogs
different,
and cats.
different though. Well, it's a lot more with reptiles because cats and dogs don't need like UVB or special lighting or heat, or they don't need.
No, they need walks and love
Yeah,
and
I
food
think
every day.
I would.
Yeah, that's way easier, and it's more of the
Okay.
things we normally
Yeah,
do.
their
even with
care
each
is
other.
more mainstream for a regular person to understand.
I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Even like with a hamster or something, it's a lot
Yeah.
easier for people to just, have a nice cage, have enrichment.
Yeah.
With, reptiles, like he said, you've got all the lighting and the
Yeah. I
vitamins
guess
and the
it's-
supplements. And
Getting bit
The
by certain
goal
things. And
is that too. The goal would be just to get more people to understand them. I went to the bank yesterday.
how much you took out?
Yeah, he robbed it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was there for. So the lady that
beanie over his head. He was like,
give me the fucking money.
Sir, I'm over here.
Can you imagine my little ass trying to rob a bank? Give me your fucking money. The lady that was helping me, she lives around here, and she was you work with snakes? I was like, yeah, that's what I do. So I was able to like convince her to like try to come here and just to she had a little
This
daughter.
bitch just brought a banker to Imperial.
Yo, bro, come on, dude. Isn't that the goal, to get people to understand these things, to not be afraid of a snake? You
Yes.
work with snakes? The dangerous ones? They're all dangerous.
so it's the guy who's afraid of frogs.
Oh,
Oh.
Go home. Turn his mic off. Turn
Yo,
his
that was
mic off.
fast. I like it. I like it. That was
Yeah,
fast.
that was good.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
She
It
got
went
me.
right
She
over
got
my
me.
head, bro. That was a good one.
Listen,
Fuck,
I
dude.
was
I had
getting
to, sorry.
I was getting real good with them. I was not enough to handle them, but more like they're in my vicinity and I'm okay.
Is it just the jumpiness that gets you?
Yes.
But are you okay with crested geckos?
Ooh.
I am, but I am back and forth with leaf-tailed geckos.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they got really big eyes and they kind of creep me out.
So it's the big eyes and the jumpiness.
And
So
then,
what is a not jumpy frog with small eyes that we can get you?
Hey, this
Not
little
jumpy
fat
frog
one, you know
with
what I'm saying?
small
Fuck,
eyes.
what are those called?
The rain
Yes,
toads.
Mexican burrowing toad.
Yes, rain toads.
Listen.
They have the little butt. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't like
How
Oh,
can
the
you be
rain frog,
afraid
the
of
rain
the
frogs.
butt
The
frog?
rain frogs.
I mean, yeah.
I was doing all right with them until this asshole put one in my face.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not even gonna say who it is, but this guy literally put one in my face, and that set me back so much.
Yeah.
I'm about to just put one of my frogs on my face.
God, please don't. I'll like literally be like, I need to go sit over
He's
there.
such a
for the
little
podcast.
bitch, bro.
Yeah, I gotta get better with them.
At the one scared of cockroaches.
I don't do cockroaches. I mean, I can do like
You guys are literally talking
feeders,
about the most
but-
harmless creatures on the planet.
No, but they fucking fly and they take people with them.
Yeah, if we're talking about Florida, like palmetto bugs,
Yeah.
those bitches fly.
I'll
right.
shoot them, bro.
They take kids.
Whole house
They do.
down.
Yeah,
Out.
they do. They take.
They
kids.
don't. I'm not like scared of them, but like if one's crawling at me, I'm like, hey, yo, what's
Yeah.
going
What
on?
about
You know what's actually sucks?
What about spiders?
No, I'm okay
No,
with spiders.
I'm
Spiders.
terrified of
I
spiders.
like
Yeah.
spiders.
Really?
I'm
You
terrified of
try
spiders.
those?
Yes,
They're all
I
right
can't.
behind you.
I can be around them, but I cannot touch them.
Huh, interesting.
I cannot.
I'm alright with that.
You know what sucks
Cockroaches.
about the palmetto bug?
What?
They're only
Everything?
eaten by locusts in terms of nutritional value
By locusts.
for reptiles. Yep. The only like feeder that beats the palmetto bug is a locust.
Oh,
And grasshoppers,
as the
but like-
cockroach, as the cockroach being a feeder.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it is
I
the
was so
best
confused,
cockroach.
like, what
I was
are
like,
they
locusts out here catching cockroaches,
Yeah.
motherfucker. What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it
are
sucks.
supposed to be like super resistant to like parasites
Everything,
and all that kind of
yeah.
stuff too.
You know what I would love? I would love to see like a monitor enclosure and someone just shoves American cockroaches in there and those fuckers are flying around and those monitors
I
just
would
catching
not
them out of the air.
want
That
to
would-
see
I would
that.
literally be like,
That's
yes.
a
That
nightmare.
monitor
kill
might
them.
die because I'm shooting.
Did you make it out alright?
Yeah,
Straight through the fucking mesh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
God.
actually, I wanted to talk about something else too. You had mentioned it a little bit with like underground tikis, maybe even with this Dave Kaufman video. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, for real. I'm ready for his bitch ass.
With like, and
I
even
like him,
actually,
though.
we have someone in the audience. I won't say it because some people will know.
Yeah.
But someone in the audience who actually called someone out earlier this month. I'd say it was like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, hold
called
up,
someone
hold
out.
up.
I don't know what's
Everybody's
happening.
listening. We're all like,
Listen,
we're-
I didn't
You know
call
what's
Yo,
happening.
talk your shit. Shut up. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Yo, stop it with the secret
Oh,
Yes.
got you.
Talk your
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
Talk your shit.
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
your
yeah.
shit,
Oh,
talk
no,
your
but
shit.
I don't want to because I feel like it's being resolved. I feel like because of what
Whatever,
he did,
whatever.
it's being
Just talk your
resolved.
shit. Keep going with whatever you
Yeah,
were doing.
so-
Don't say
We
whatever.
couldn't
Yeah,
have given
yeah,
out any more hints in this podcast. We literally couldn't have.
Yeah.
So this guy, he calls someone out for
This
'cause he owes them
person,
mon- yeah,
fuck, dude,
this
it could have
person,
been
A man with a dick.
right, this person, this person called someone out that they owed them money. Apparently, it's being resolved again. I don't know, but
Descriptive.
my question, I guess, with your underground and tikis, in light of all that, do you think that there's worth or merit in calling people out in certain things? Maybe cancel culture
coming with
to
this fire.
an extent, boycotting, just like
Definitely.
all that kind of stuff.
Everybody knows that I'm
feel like you would,
one
yeah.
to call people out. I've
Yeah,
done it before
sure.
and I'll do it again. Because I believe that if there's something that is important to you that you feel needs spoken about, speak about it. Especially if it comes to animals. They don't have a voice. They're not going to stand up for themselves. So if somebody's doing something that I feel is really out there or really shitty, I'm going to say something.
That's right here. That's right here.
Hey, yo.
Yes,
These
I
two-
agree 100%.
These two fuckers, goddamn.
I agree 100%.
This,
I would rather be known for being controversial and having a opinion that means something than to just be somebody who sits back and just watches crap
Yeah.
happen.
No, not saying that you are like this, but do you think that it ever comes across as we've talked about this topic before, as whiny or as
Absolutely,
complaining?
definitely.
Or,
I've even myself like tried to cut back, like keep my mouth shut most of the time because a lot of people find me as just being a drama starter or controversial, and I do get that. I see that side of it, but like I
Fuck
said,
'em.
some things just need
Fuck
to be
'em.
said, and if nobody's gonna say it,
Yeah.
maybe I will.
yeah.
So
I
I'm
agree.
not for cancel culture.
No,
right?
I'm not for cancel
Yeah.
culture, but holding people accountable for
Whoa,
their
what's
actions,
that?
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so because I'm not like, because of what he said, I was like, I don't like, because there are people in this world that really try to get attention, and they're like, yo, like, I don't like this, I'm gonna whine about it and shit like that. But I do think that it's very different when you're just saying like, no, like, I don't like that, I don't fuck with that. You're saying, yeah, this is what I don't fuck with. You're just
Yeah.
saying that shit. But there's people
Yeah.
that just, they feed off of that, and that's the shit that I don't
Yeah,
like.
Do you think-
and also like sometimes like if you cancel somebody and people don't want to bring them back, you don't give that person the chance to change.
I'd also like to say it's not always just cancel. You know,
Yeah.
the people that I've called out, other than Ryan Gitman, you can go somewhere with yourself.
Yeah, say what you want to say. That's good.
Other than him?
at the shop, because of me, I call him Ugg.
Other than him and a few other people who I really don't like, most of my like criticism, calling people out, is really just to like bring attention to them. Like if it pisses you off, maybe you're gonna pay attention to what I say.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
what I'm saying is getting under your skin, you're probably gonna listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like with Ryan Gitman, when I posted hundreds of stories about Underground Reptile and what he said, all of his messages. I posted the voice messages that he left me, calling me a little girl and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, I put it out there because it needs to be seen. And then with him making his YouTube videos saying everything's a lie, I have it out there. I already showed everybody my truth.
Gotcha.
So
I agree 100%. I think whistleblowing is something that's lacking a lot, and I feel like if
Sometimes
someone's
it
not
needs
gonna-
to be done.
You know, and if anything, yes, it might ruin someone's reputation, but at the very least, if it's worth that, then yeah, you got to say it. And if it bothers that person, you know, if Ugg or if Tiki or Dave Kaufman, you know, who knows? If all of a sudden they're like, hey, this bothers me.
if Dave
you know,
is
then,
listening to
hey,
this, I love Dave.
Yeah,
Nothing
Dave's great,
against Dave.
Also, yeah, the guys at Tiki's are good friends of mine. Love you guys.
Tiki's cool.
All right, Chuck's got words.
What you gonna say?
Okay, so
Chuck's like, I don't say shit, I don't see shit,
No,
nothing
no,
happens.
no, it's because I don't want to say I don't give a fuck, because I do give a fuck most of the time. I just keep it in my head. But I have come to a point where I don't give a fuck what other people do, because I would feel like a hypocrite knowing I know most people do fuck shit.
Got you.
Of course.
And I'm in like this fucking universe, which I'm blessed to be in, don't get me wrong, but of like zoos, AZA, non-AZA, reptile community, birds, this and that, and I can see all this fuck ass shit, right? And then you guys know the ones I really don't fucking like, right? I really don't fucking like them. I don't fucking, especially that bitch. What is her name? Heather? Yeah,
Beep,
Heather.
beep, beep, beep.
I don't.
Don't fucking timestamp it. That's staying in.
Let's go. That bitch, I really don't fuck with her specifically. So it's like, if I was to call somebody out, right, I have to make sure that I know that everybody I
you're
support
clean.
is good.
That you're clean.
Exactly. That makes me clean. And I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
The second Chuck calls someone out, I'm gonna call him out.
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
know people that do fuck shit. And then at the same time, it's like, they do this fuck shit, but it's not as bad as this fuck shit, so I'm calling this fuck shit out.
I get
and then
that.
I get called out for this, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
fuck, I am a
Yeah.
hypocrite at this point.
I think at the same time, like, you know, for me, I don't necessarily, like, if it's somebody like a smaller account, or, you know, not to say that it's somebody that I'm close with, but just like a smaller account, somebody that's not like way up there
Yeah.
with tons of exposure, I'm just gonna message them.
Yeah,
But for
of
me, if it's somebody like Brian Barczyk, not saying he's doing anything wrong, but, you know, I've said in the past, I've been angry at him for his breeding of spider ball pythons,
Yeah.
things like that. I'm against that. So if it's somebody like that
Gang.
who's just like doing something that's so exposed that so many people are gonna see that, like, yeah, somebody's gonna have to say something.
Can we change his name to Daddy Barczyk?
Oh my god.
That's what he's
Jesus.
done.
I
wrong.
did not
No.
say that.
That's what he's
I
done
did.
wrong. That's what he's done wrong. It's too much dilf energy.
Well,
Oh, okay.
okay,
Too
so
much dilf energy.
But real quick, so this is where I get like a little bit like teetery with it
Shut
because
up.
get rid of the tubs.
no, but it's like, so I got a very small on Instagram, me, right? I did do that like a butthole. I don't know why I did that, dude. I'm sorry.
That
Very
shit is
small.
so small. It's
Tight,
tight, bro.
Tight.
But so like stuff like that and just experience that I had with the things that I used to do with like music and shit, like now I get nervous about posting shit because I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
what if like
I've heard
one day
you.
like fuck, what if something happens and
past
I'm
comes
like,
back.
you know, and
Yeah,
I start like I'll get on my grind and I'll start doing shit, but then everything's double thinking. I let the bad wolf hit me, and I'm like, and then I start pulling away, and then like weeks will go by and I didn't do it, and then a year goes by and like I'm still in the same place.
Yeah.
So what negative things do you think comes from us being like, look, I don't believe in this and shit like that?
Yeah, like, there's a lot of shit. You just got to be able to handle it at that point.
I'm sure you've received a lot of backlash from supporters of
Absolutely.
like, oh, I've received a tomato frog and he was perfectly fine.
Oh, I've received.
He
death
lived 1 year and I
threats,
was happy.
I've received.
I haven't had those.
Everything. Yeah, when that
Jesus.
came up,
Shit.
I received, I think, a total of 5 death threats
I have not gotten those.
Jesus.
from supporters of
I'm
Underground.
gonna text you one right now.
I think okay, so
That
that
sucks.
I feel like that situation is a little bit different because it gets personal.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah.
like an interaction between the two, the purchase
Yeah.
of the animal. I feel like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a little bit different than just finding somebody and being.
Oh yeah,
like,
he straight
I
up
don't
called
like
me
this
a
shit.
liar on the phone when I first talked to him about the issue when my iguana arrived looking
Yeah.
like she was about to die.
Yeah. You take it to DMs first. That's.
Yeah,
think
I took
that's-
pictures. I called Underground, and
You
the
did the
first thing he
regular
tells
shit.
me on the phone is, "There's no way. That's not
Yeah.
true."
Oh, my
I
God.
sent him the pictures. It looks
You see-
fine.
You see, that's
It looks fine.
that's a personal scenario where I don't do it. Where it's like.
But
somebody
then
posts a
after
picture.
telling me it looks fine, tells me, oh, then agrees that it looks bad and tells me, oh, it just must have been an accident. Somebody accidentally packed up that animal and put it into shipping for me when it looks like it's about to die.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. So I've been in the circle
That was off topic.
with big reptile shops and big big.
Call them out. Say it.
No, I'm not. That I won't do.
I said hello for the fucking shit.
And shit like that does happen, where something gets sent out accidentally. But then on the other hand, for some reason, those kinds of situations, what I've noticed is that they're always quick first to blame the customer.
They're not. They
instead
don't
of
handle
give
them
the
properly.
customer support.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
handle
you know,
them
I've had good experiences where, you know, if something's wrong or whatever, and I mess with them, and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let's fix this.
Yeah.
What can we do to make you happy?"
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be, I think, from a business standpoint,
Of course.
especially if you want your customer to return. But to sit on the phone and call your customer a little girl and a liar,
Yeah.
that's not really a good way to keep business or to make me feel confident
Do you
about
think-
the animals.
Do you think this is kind of interesting? I'm gonna make you think pretty meta here.
Okay.
Do you think there's any level of fear when someone is responding to a Dainty Dinosaurs request
Damn.
than, let's say, anyone else?
What do you mean by that?
So, like, if I go ahead and order an animal from Modern Reptile Shop, I get a ball python that's like cut in half. I'm like, hey, yo, what is this? You know, like, and he sends me a message like, shut the fuck up, who are you? Leave me alone. Block. You know, I have like 700 followers on Instagram. Nothing's gonna happen. But Dainty Dinosaurs buys a ball python from Yoshii. It has no head. Like, he's gonna obviously
saying
Modern
that-
Reptile
that-
Shop's gonna get some
You're
shit.
saying that I should,
No,
as
no,
a seller, should
would.
care more?
No,
That you would, that there's a fear
No, I
based
think
behind it
yeah,
because
I
of
think what he's
your
saying is that
reputation.
if you're like, and yeah, definitely, if there's people that are like known in the community and you're
Yeah,
buying
you
from
don't
somebody
wanna
who
fuck
knows you,
Yeah, you
that
don't wanna
person's
fuck
not gonna want to mess up, especially if they know you're out there.
Right.
That was one thing that kind of struck me with Underground. It's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna just
Mistakes.
call
bro.
me a liar and let me post about all this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I think definitely.
Yeah, and that happens everywhere actually. Because now that he's mentioned that, even people that are known and go to zoos, they literally get these like private fucking tours every time they
Yeah,
go.
you
make
have
sure
to
everything
think,
looks good.
Even like,
That's a thing.
not to say it in a rude way or anything, but even like you, when you were, you know, hanging out here and working here and stuff, like you had, you know, I'm sure, first dibs to get the caiman lizard and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah, so it's things like that. You know, if you're a more well-known person or you're ins with people, you're gonna have a better chance of them like maybe giving you an animal or giving you a deal
I
or
guess.
working with you on
Inviting
breeding
you to a
projects.
podcast.
Yeah, things
You
like
know,
that.
I
Which
was gonna
thank
ask
you.
you-
Shit.
I was gonna ask you, Chuck. I made this really meta. I made this really meta.
I really don't think about these things, and I was like, oh shit, I did get that. Shit.
I was actually gonna ask you. Did you receive any backlash from like applying and working at Imperial Reptiles?
no.
Really, no one was like, "Oh,
Bro,
I can't believe you're
bro,
working
I'm gonna
for
tell
that
you
company."
something. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I've never heard anything bad about this.
Bro, I don't get negative shit on my shit.
Really?
I think
Yo,
I'm about to start.
Yo,
I'm about
let's
to
stop that
start
shit right
later.
now.
no, I'm gonna tell you why. I literally, if that was, I would fucking thrive on that.
Danger's like,
Yeah.
that must be
Literally,
nice.
like I think like people know I would thrive off of
Yeah,
it.
no, I think people know you well enough. Like people who follow your page know that you just don't give a fuck.
I really don't, dude.
So they're like, "What? He doesn't care."
It's because Chucky doesn't say anything. Chucky
Yeah.
doesn't say. He's like, "Pull up,
Yeah.
come to my house. This is my address. Be here.
I think, and
I'm free at 5. You know, like That's literally.
I never get anything that wild ever.
Yeah.
And usually, if people come, like people have tried like certain things. What did I say? I said some shit about the caiman lizard. How the top of the branch sometimes is about 140. This kid hit me up like, yo, isn't 140 too hot? Like reptiles, sometimes if you like slowly get to that warmth, they don't understand that they're getting burnt. And like, bro, I literally just answered back like that same idea or that argument with my research, and then he literally was like, what the fuck? I thought you were gonna go off on me, and I was like, bro, why would I?
No, you're
like,
being kind. I'm being kind.
Yeah, I don't think about those things like that. Or if somebody says, I did a video with the caiman lizard too, and I put a song, a stupid song. It was just trending, so I just used it. And somebody's like, oh, what would you use this song, this and that, like all talking this shit. So what I do, I go through his page. I went through his page and I looked at all. Listen, everything I knew he didn't like about himself, I put it out there. Like, motherfucker, ugly as hell. Your nose hair is about to touch your bottom lip. Like, I just went ham, dude. And, like, and I have fun with. I literally have fun with that. So
You know what I'm gonna do? The next time that I see Chuck getting any kind of hate on his Instagram, I'm gonna just write, I agree.
You're right.
Yeah.
Pop off, sis.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
Keep them going. Yeah. Keep them going.
Because then it gets more views, bro.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
still
And
looking
then,
at that
and then if
interaction.
if I'm wrong, I feel like shit. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I'm bad at that shit. I'll be like, shit, I fucked up.
You know what? I guess as a business owner, do you think that you would treat someone differently because they have a follow? Like if Dave Kaufman's like, hey, yo, I want a ball python.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like,
Sucking his
fuck,
dick.
fuck, fuck,
No,
fuck, fuck.
if I'm being honest with you, no.
Bullshit.
The only person,
Yeah, if I'm
honest,
being honest, yes.
Yeah.
look, no, there's the thing. I won't because
You will be excited.
Daddy Barcheck.
Brian will be the only one.
Daddy Barcheck.
Rather, it's a situation that if I feel like I'm here in my situation because of something that you gave me, I definitely will give you something.
That reverence.
Dave Kaufman is not that guy for me.
I see.
Brian Barczyk is that guy for me. Brian Barczyk is the reason why I started breeding ball pythons.
I see.
If Brian was like, hey, I really like something that you have, if I was like, does it benefit you? This whole situation is literally because of something that you did for me.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, it goes around kind of thing.
Yeah, but also like as a business owner, if you're running a business, what better marketing than that?
I just feel like there's some kind of
using
thing.
an
I'm not even
opportunity.
saying, I'm
It's
not
an
even saying you're
opportunity.
gonna give him something for free,
Yeah.
but you're probably gonna look at one of the best looking animals because you know he's posting that shit. So you'll probably look around and be like, oh, this looks the best.
All we're saying
Well,
is,
I guess in that sense, but if
Yeah.
it's more like, because I just think that there's a lot of people that take advantage. That's where I'm kind of like, if you're coming to me expecting a special kind of
That's
treatment,
different. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm
A
saying,
couple
I'm saying
people
you
have
on
done
your
that
own. You on your own. That's like I'm saying that's your thought process. Knowing
Well,
this
will
person.
you double think it? Like
Yeah,
if I didn't know you and you're like, yo, I want to buy your ball python, will I pack the box a little bit of special and throw a magnet in for you? Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what she means.
I
You-
understand.
You,
Okay.
You would.
Okay.
You fucking
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. But will I be like, no, just take the fucking thing?
No.
oh, here, have it for free. You know, like whatever,
Yeah, no.
whatever
I
you
think-
want.
I think because there's people like that, usually it happens. Like it's
Yeah.
happened with me, and I don't even notice sometimes.
Yeah.
Like right now when you mention it, I'm like looking back, and I'm like, oh shit, this, goddamn, they did treat me better because of it.
You know what I love?
Me?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. No. I didn't.
No, he doesn't love you, bro. He fucking hates your ass.
Before someone pointed out, before someone pointed you out, Em, I didn't know you. I had no idea who you were. Same thing with
When
you.
she
Shot.
was here?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. When you've been to the shop, someone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's Dainty." I'm like, oh, "Who is that?" You know, like, and
Same
I
thing
think
with me.
I'm pretty sure I treated you like a regular customer. And same thing with you when you came in through the door. You've been here a couple times for feeders and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell that is. And then when you came here for the job, I was like, I treated you the
Yeah,
same way
yeah,
I
yeah,
treated
yeah,
the
yeah.
other employee that also got a job. I was like, I don't know who this fucker is.
Yeah, but it's different that way than when you act if you.
But if
would've
I
known-
knew,
Yeah, if you knew.
Steve Irwin walks through the door, yeah, I would be like, all right, listen, bro.
Uncle. That's what you're doing, dude.
One more time. One more time.
He's gonna.
So you get on his fucking knees. Hey, Steve, what's up? How's it going? Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna be like, "Can I use your bathroom, bro?" I'm like, "Please, bro. Please use my bathroom. Please use it."
This guy's sitting
I
on
will
the
never
toilet,
clean
and you
it
see
again.
Tino's head in the toilet like this.
Oh my god.
You're stupid.
Oh my god.
You're fucking
But it's
stupid.
good. Yeah, it's great.
It does happen. Have you? Oh shit. Okay.
I'm like the least famous one here. That's kind of cool.
I have no notoriety, dude.
I would not
No, you-
say I'm
yeah.
famous at
I'm not
all.
famous either.
You guys,
Wait,
yeah, you guys are
shut
famous.
up because I'm about to bring something up. Not that I'm glad you said that
Okay.
because I was going there actually.
Okay. Niche celebrity.
Yeah, no, not celebrity, but I want to know. Please be a fuck up like me. I beg. you.
Okay,
Please be a fuck up like
yeah,
you.
Yeah. Okay.
it's not hard.
You shut the fuck up.
All right.
And you shut the fuck
Bet.
up. Okay, so
Shut up.
how do you react, or Like if you go to a reptile show, you go anywhere and somebody like
Oh,
recognize.
gosh.
Recognizes you, like from Instagram or anything like that.
Usually just my usual ball of anxiety. I sort of just stare at them for a second, and I'm like, "Hi." That's
I was worried to
That's
be like your
way
customer
better.
service.
usually it.
That's way better than mine.
Yo,
Chuck just runs.
this
Chuck
man.
just runs.
Yo,
Chuck
okay,
runs.
so let me paint this picture. We've
You
said it before on the podcast. Yo, this guy.
I get
Okay,
so scared. Like even here, I'm still shaking. I get so scared. People, especially if they notice me, like, you know, growing up, I've always been like, don't fucking notice me. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
So now, even the tiniest bit, like, I have had like 2 or 3 people come up to me at reptile shows like, Dainty, and I'm like,
And then
like, what do I do?
wait.
One thing I can't tell if they're calling me by name or whatever it is because I actually know them, or because they're recognizing me.
If they call me Dainty, I'm pretty much like, yeah,
Damn.
nobody calls me
It's
Dainty.
Here's the thing. So, I accept scared. What Chuck did was not that.
No,
Oh, that
I
was
was
fear.
I was about an inch from running too.
that was fear.
Yo, this man literally grasped me. He's like, "Let's go, bro." I got into the car. I'm trying to put my phone in a new case. He goes, "Drive, bro, drive."
It's mildly terrifying.
Literally, listen, we were getting out of Walmart. We went to Walmart, bought some shit. We're walking out. They pull up in a car, put the window down, and they go, "Mad bio." I look back, I just go, gone.
Yeah.
Took off. Gone.
Let's go.
Honestly though, I
I would
prefer
love
that.
a video of this guy, just somebody saying hi and him just booking it in the other
full time.
direction.
Gone, yelling.
We should have recorded
We should contact Walmart. Yo, can I have the security for?
Did you ever figure out if you're making it to AnimalCon?
I'm not. I'm
You're
going to
not?
Mexico.
Bro, I'm gonna lose my
I didn't even tell this
Oh,
girl the
you-
topic.
I'm gonna die at AnimalCon,
you
bro.
didn't-
I didn't tell her the topics at all. Here it is.
Yeah. Like, why are you? Okay. So
Actually, I wanted to
I don't know what the
ask
fuck I was thinking, honestly.
I actually want to ask what the inside of like AnimalCon is like. Did they reach out to you? What did they expect from you?
I reached out. So I've been listening to Brian Barczyk's Snake Talk
Yeah.
podcast for forever. So the first time he ever mentioned AnimalCon, I was like, holy shit, that's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna be here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, of course I've got my mom, my boyfriend, like, you gotta go, you gotta be a creator, you gotta do that. And I'm like, I'm a small creator. Like, I don't know if Brian's gonna want me doing
Thousands of
this. So
followers, that's small.
I did. I ended up reaching out to Noah and I messaged him. I was like, hey, like, I know your dad's really hard to get a hold of. So if you could like let him know that I'm interested in AnimalCon, like that'd be great. And then I sent an email to BHB, and that was it. I got a message back from Lori letting me know that they would love to have me there, and that was that. So
and now you're freaking the fuck out.
and now I am
Very good.
losing my goddamn mind.
What are they saying? Like, what do they want you to do?
We don't know yet. They're still deciding everything. Tickets are up, but as far as like meet and greets, panels, all that stuff, we're still figuring out all of the timing and all that kind of stuff.
Interesting. Are you planning on bringing anything like?
We don't know
merch,
yet. We still have to
animals?
figure out. I think Brian's trying to figure out if we're allowed to bring like a animal. Like, of course, we don't want like the public who's attending
Of
to bring
course.
animals.
No
But it would
way.
be okay if he thinks it might be. I don't want to say anything. Nobody get any ideas.
Yeah. Dainty, can you sign my iguana?
No.
I believe some shit like that.
It would happen.
Yeah.
That's so fucking
Yeah, with the people that are going there, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it
absolutely.
should be good though. I mean, just watching like his podcasts and stuff and seeing the comments, like there's going to be a
Okay.
decent amount of people who have already got tickets for it. So.
For this.
Let's hit it.
Okay, I got 2 things. I know you have anxiety like a motherfucker. You regretting it?
Yes and no. No, I'm not regretting it because it's going to be an amazing experience. I'm super excited to learn more about the industry and meet everybody. But I'm also freaking out because, yes, I am that girl that's been a little bit controversial. So there are people who are attending who do not like me.
I was going right there. God fucking damn it.
Yo, you're killing it, bro.
Yeah. it's
Thanks,
fucking
thanks,
killing
guys.
that
This
shit.
is my first podcast.
Nice.
But yeah.
And then that part, how do you feel about that? Like other creators that you've beefed with? being
So
in the same
I'm
room?
really excited because there are a lot of people that I really want to meet. Like I'm really excited to meet Maddie Smith and Tyler Ruggie. Like
Are
they
they-
are the cutest couple. I love them.
Oh, he's the one that got the scorpion.
They're
The
awesome.
ruggy guy.
Yeah.
Obviously,
He's the one that got a scorpion.
super excited to meet Dingo and Brian and
Brian?
Stupid.
who's Brian?
Daddy Barcheck.
But yeah, there's a couple people there who I definitely am not excited to see.
Is it? Oh, actually, that's not to cut you off, but that's actually an interesting point. You are going as a content creator, but there are content creators that you're excited to see there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's definitely
cool.
other people who I look up to.
I
That's
think
how
that's
I
most-
started in this hobby.
You should just go and not know anybody. Just
Yeah.
be like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And
Nice.
treat everyone like a fan. Oh, treat everyone. Be like, oh, what do you want me to sign? Can I sign something for you? That would be.
I think we're forgetting that I have high anxiety, and we're gonna be lucky if I can make words come out.
Man. You know, not gonna lie, I think I've said this before. I wanted to follow, like, get Eric tickets, follow Eric around, and just like fangirl over Eric. Like, he's not even one of the creators, but everybody's just like, oh my gosh, Eric, can I
so
have a
funny.
Reptiverse? Can I have an autograph? Like, I would love that.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Kevin from New England Reptile is gonna be there, so yeah, it's
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna
They're
go.
a little bit controversial too, but I like them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nerd, specifically Donnie from Nerd, is specifically doing that. He's calling out people that are doing some fuck shit.
Left and right, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fan of it. Just saying. Not a fan of
You're
the way
alone.
that they're going about it.
No, I don't necessarily agree with every way that they're going about it. I think some of the things that they're saying need to be put out there, but the
Yes.
way they're doing it is a little bit
Yeah.
watchy.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. It's for views.
Yeah.
It's YouTube.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, they have to.
I
They have to get their
honestly-
views, but it is a little much at times.
So I kind of like that aspect of like not exactly calling people out, but this right here I fucking love. I've told you this.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to bring people I
Controversy
don't
talking.
fuck with. I literally want to bring somebody I don't fuck with, put them in front of me, and have it be like, "Yo, have a drink, let's talk."
Yeah.
I'd rather have that a million times than just do a video yelling about somebody.
Yeah.
Because then the video is just me talking to a camera. There's no
yeah, then
pushback.
someone else
Yeah.
does a
You feel me?
video,
Like-
someone else does a video,
Yeah.
response
I like,
video,
I like,
this.
I'm saying some bullshit. I'm calling you out, and then you're like, nah. Like, call my bullshit out, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
I
you
saw
might be
one
right.
thing. I don't know who did it, but it was like a response to a nerd video. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's too much.
Oh my
That's too
God.
much. That's too fucking much. Like, let's say me
take
and
the
a-
heat and leave.
Bro, tell me now. Well,
That would be like me making a response to Dainty Dinosaurs.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Listen. This would be fire. I'm
When
gonna
are you
say
gonna
we're
do
not
some
gonna
fuck
do
shit?
it. Well, I need to do some.
You
fuck
need to
shit.
do some fuck shit.
I
I want
don't
to make
know.
a video about Bad Bio Reptiles.
No, listen. Right now, tell me this shit would pop. That shit would pop. Would pop for sure. If right
One more
now,
time, would
God,
pop.
damn, look, I'm about to cry because this shit would fucking be insane. If we were to make a scenario where me and her go at it, that shit would go crazy, even though it's planned. That's what I
Fake
don't
beef?
Like. Yeah, but that's what
Fake
I'm
beef.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Reviews.
how do you know these people don't know each other already? Because some of the beef is fucking petty.
Are you saying that we're gonna start planning this?
No. I'm saying some people probably already are.
Oh, I believe some shit like
Oh,
that.
that's
They do
what
that
I'm
shit with
asking
music
for.
all the time.
Huh?
Like that's a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, how do you know a lot of those people are calling each other
No,
out?
I mean
but they
I've seen
support each other
people
too?
do it in reptile videos and stuff like that on YouTube.
But-
Like, but you can tell. It's
You know what I hate though is drama. I already graduated high school.
Who is
I don't
this
need
guy?
drama in my life. Okay,
They
listen.
cancel everybody without drama. How the fuck?
This is how you do it.
that.
This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you
Okay.
do it. You bring some heat. I take the heat. I respond. That's it. We're done.
Nah.
No.
Dominance or discipline is
Yeah,
established.
I think
we're
you
done.
can call people out without drama.
But,
I
like-
think if it's a respectful call out
like
and
nerd.
something with conversation.
I'm not gonna lie. Nerd is like dancing around Chandler's wildlife. Like they really are, and they're calling out people around Chandler. They're calling out
I don't
certain
like
things,
Chandler
and then
anymore.
with Dingo and Chandler, and just it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of
One
drama.
more time.
And I'm
What
like,
was it that you said?
I don't want this anymore.
I was a huge fan. Not anymore.
Yeah.
I know.
Is it because he went back to free handling?
No,
That's my
I don't.
beef.
I don't. I'm
Shut
perfectly
the
fine.
fuck
Perfectly fine with all the free handling
Let's
venomous
go.
stuff. If
Let's
you
go.
have the
Let's
knowledge
go.
to do it and you want to
He's
take
not
that
for it.
risk, then
Let's
go ahead.
He's gay though. He's
Yeah.
vegan.
Oh yeah, he's
Vegan.
vegan as fuck.
Wrong word.
Yeah, at least insult me. You're insulting other people. I don't even know.
Yeah.
No, I learned a little bit about him from the nerd video, and then did a little bit of my own digging. And he's just not somebody I wish to support at the moment.
Gotcha.
He
Ooh,
likes
I
a
like
lot
at
of.
the moment.
He likes a lot of. Well, yeah, because people have a chance to change. Just like Brian Barczyk, I used to freaking hate him. I used to hate the spider ball python breeding and everything that he was doing and the racks and all this, before the zoo came up. But he changed. He grew. He noticed mistakes. He's still got growing to do, but
Yeah.
he's grown a lot, and I appreciate that.
I think-
So I like him a lot.
I think honestly,
You think?
what?
Crazy.
No
Usually
way,
just talk
bro.
about it.
Fuck y'all, dude. Okay, so I think it would change things if you actually met the people. I've met Chandler.
Yeah, definitely.
I've
I mean,
met
I would love
Brian.
to meet him, but there are some things that regardless of meeting him, I don't agree with.
Yeah,
He likes
and
like
that's-
the live feedings. Like he's friends with. Maybe he doesn't personally, but I know he is friends
With
or
people that do
acquaintances
shit. Yeah,
with
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people who enjoy like taking videos of live rabbits and giving them to alligators and stuff, and that is just not necessary in my opinion.
I have friends that are in that circle too, and I fucking disagree with that shit.
Take his mic off.
See, I can't get behind that. I can't like those. Sorry, in my opinion, those kind of people have something messed up in their head.
I agree.
Like
And
I
agree
am the same person. I've had a couple ball pythons who have had to have live a few times, and it breaks my heart every time. Like I cannot watch it. I have to put it in there, walk away, and come back and check because it's so sad. I just can't do it. So for me, like if you're feeding a bunny rabbit, like I have 2 rabbits, man.
Same.
If you're feeding a rabbit to an alligator alive, like that's just.
You gotta watch the other podcast we did.
Yeah,
we literally talked about that.
I have friends that do that, and friends that nobody tried to figure it out for the fuck of shit, please. That I wouldn't.
Hannah.
I wouldn't.
Who? Who is that?
I can't. I wouldn't be able to.
Heather.
Get
My
rid of
bad,
them,
not Hannah.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Like I'm stuck with these people for sure. So I've had to like.
Try to influence them.
Good luck with that shit. I'm just never around for any of it.
Well,
That's the only
unfortunately, and I hate to say, but people like that are hard to influence.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
though?
yeah.
I
It's
hate to
like-
make a stigma. I mean, certain things have to be fed live, but to sit there and watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah,
Record
it's
it,
odd.
want other people
it's
to
odd,
watch
but
it.
I don't know where I stand with it. Oh, cause like the people that kill the animals we eat probably enjoy that shit sometimes, or they're immune
Yeah, but
to
it's
that.
the
I don't
fact
eat
that
animals.
it's being filmed for other wacko fuckos enjoyment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. I'm not saying I don't
Yeah.
agree with it. I'm in a space where it's like I don't understand. Like I wish I was in their mind and I understood how they felt. Because
that's
I'm
the
like
thing.
on the outside.
No,
like,
those are
So
no.
I'm good.
when
I'll
it's
stay in here.
It's a
Yeah, I'll
dark
stay out
place.
here.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
It's way too dark over
when,
there.
when I first, because I was,
Your
you guys
first time?
know, yeah, my first time, I was not a reptile guy growing up. I wasn't. I got into it, you know. And when I first started, I used to be like, "Yo, this is cool." Like watching the thing. Oh, look at the snake eat the thing. As I, got to it, and of course I did the, "Oh, look at my snake eating," and I went through that. But as I process what it is, I mean, Eric and Tino know when I used to feed the snakes here, I listen to a podcast, I feed quick. I don't want to think about it because you're literally watching an animal die.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't
and
get me
it's
wrong.
like-
I do enjoy watching them eat their frozen thoughts.
Yeah.
But I think
It's
it's just for the fact that you're not watching an animal die
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never know how those animals died either. Like
I
just-
totally get that. My
Yeah.
point is just that, like, for the videotaping, for other people to view, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
like, I
wife
would-
hates
I,
it.
would-
weird.
I won't watch
It's
It's
that
weird.
shit.
It's wrong. It's weird.
I wouldn't watch
Yeah.
that shit.
My
I don't
wife
like it,
hates
but-
it. I literally feed when she's not home. I like make sure like Friday mornings is the day that I feed because I would not want her to
I
hear
don't.
any
Yeah.
of that shit.
I don't fuck
Yep.
with it. I honestly don't fuck with it. Other than crickets, and we got canceled for that
Yeah,
too.
I actually only accept animals that are eating on frozen thought already.
Oh yeah,
And
like
except
for yourself,
except for my
yourself.
hognose.
Yeah.
My hognose I did feed live because I understand how hognoses can be. But as soon as he ate the first time for me, I fed him one other after that. I was like, nope, you're eating
I
frozen
could
thought.
do-
Yeah,
I
all,
could do
all
live
of
if
mine
I-
are
I'm
on
forcing
frozen
you to
now.
do this.
Like if I really fucking had to, I could do live. I couldn't do bunnies for
You
sure.
can't feed
No.
live snails, bro.
No.
The snails.
Yeah, I can't
I
do
just
bunnies.
I have rabbits. I
Same.
I have the weirdest
You're just
attack.
racist.
Nope.
Nah, well,
You're
I
just
guess.
pro-racist for bunnies.
I guess so.
Speciesist.
Like-
Speciesist.
I don't know. Certain things I don't fuck with, and like, you never know how the animals themselves have died when you buy them frozen thawed. So I know people that have to
Better
kill
than
the
being
animals.
constricted.
Yeah, but I know people that have to kill the animals to freeze them.
Well, of course, yeah. But
And
I would
that's-
look. If you're gonna kill
And
me,
that's still like.
if you're gonna
fucked
kill
to
me, shoot me in the head. Don't fucking put me in a restraining jacket and just pop my eyes to like come
Yeah,
out.
no, smash me against the wall or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something quick.
Mhm.
Get me out of there quick.
I want to be taken out quick. I don't
And
want to.
sometimes, actually, some companies do. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
You just did.
No, that's not even what I was gonna say. They do expose to high amounts of CO2. I'm trying to avoid saying certain words.
Yeah.
They do expose to a certain amount of CO2, which I think is the most humane to kill them. It's they fall asleep, they die in their sleep. That's the best way to do it. And if all frozen, I get that it takes a long ass time, a lot of CO2, a lot of all this stuff. But if we could move towards that, it would be so much better.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Until recently, I thought that that's just how they got the frozen thawed ones. I was like, oh, they just CO2 them.
No.
But then you start realizing like, I
Whack.
can't do- yeah.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like I don't blame the people that do it that much because of that, because the animal probably had a fucking terrible death as it is. Probably got whacked 3 times because the first one didn't work. It's like,
Okay, look,
I don't
if you
agree
don't-
with it, but it's like
It's the same thing with like.
just don't let me be in the
okay,
fucking room
let's
because I
like-
get pissed.
For me, it's like if you hit a deer on the road, right? For me, it's like the animal's not dead. You know, it's struggling. If you can humanely kill the animal quickly,
There's no humane way.
go
to
ahead
do
and
it,
go.
though.
If you had a gun,
It's not humane.
if you had a,
Aren't
well,
you
I
against
guess,
guns,
I
you
guess.
stupid
I'm not
bitch?
against guns.
I
Okay.
am.
Yeah, I'm against.
No way.
I'm against. This is a reptile podcast.
Oh, he ain't shitting
Yeah,
shit.
this is a reptile podcast. What was I saying? Oh, with deer.
I couldn't tell where you were going.
Yeah, you hit a deer, you kill it
Uh-huh.
humanely. But if you cannot kill the animal, do not just sit there and try like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god. So with
I
the
don't know.
rodents, if you don't. You get someone who knows how to kill the rodents quickly, efficiently. That's it. That's done. You don't
Yeah.
get Joe Schmo
Have you ever
first day on the
actually
job
been in
doing
that
it.
scenario though, where you
Oh.
have like a dying animal and you have to choose whether you have to try to take it
So-
out or just leave it
so-
there?
Yes.
I just killed my
I'm gonna
fucking
say
dog,
something.
dude.
I'm gonna say something.
Sorry,
It's
bro.
fucking insane.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna say where. But
Your backyard.
with mouse traps, with mouse traps, I hate glue traps. I hate them with
They're
the burning
so
passion.
inhumane.
But I have had to kill rodents that were stuck on glue traps because I'm like, I would never use a glue trap, but sometimes for the companies that I work for, they use glue traps. Who else is gonna do it? You
Right.
know, it's like I
in,
guess I better
in
do it.
Miami, actually before I moved up here, I literally was
Another
driving. There's a bunch of
305.
hell yeah, 305. Till
Oh, you
Saturday.
too?
I used to live in the Florida Keys. Yeah.
Oh God, Jesus, no.
I was like 30
Go
minutes
back.
from the
All of
Keys.
y'all, it's just too filled.
Whatever. So we have the green amoebas, the ones from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And
The what?
the ones
Green
from Puerto Rico,
amoebas.
the green amoebas,
The tiny tigers.
green ones.
They're like whiptails.
Yeah. So I was driving, pulling out of my neighborhood, and one drove right across the fucking.
It drove.
Oh, sorry, it ran. Yo, that was like this.
Mr. 305.
It was a thing. He was looking
Mr.
to fifth one and
305.
everything.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. So he
Oh,
he
fuck.
ran straight and I hit it, and I literally felt it on the tire in the car, and I had to turn around and I was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I looked at it and it was alive, and I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I didn't know what to do, and I left it.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad, and till this day I think about that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, what was the best thing for me to do in that
You know,
situation?
actually,
I don't know.
There was a black racer right out here when I was pulling in. It was in the like when you're pulling into the plaza.
Yeah.
Someone hit it. I saw blood. I saw guts coming out of it, and I'm like, I'm gonna park my car. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna bag it up. You know, I parked behind the shop so I could get a baggie, and I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna put him in the freezer. You know, because he's gonna die. There's no saving him after that point. I walked back and he was dead because some other car just ran him over, and I was like, man, fuck. You know, it's like that sucks. That
Yeah, we
freaking
started
sucks.
this real hot, and now we're talking about
Yeah,
killing
it
animals.
is.
Yeah,
What
and
the
we just got
fuck?
really
Fuck,
I
morbid.
got really sad real quick.
God damn. Well, point is back to Chandler's stuff. Like,
Oh,
I
fuck.
do
Oh.
agree with that aspect of things. I don't fuck with it, but I've met him a couple times. Like, as a person, that's like,
Yeah, he seems like a wild and crazy dude.
oh my God, that fucker has so much
These
energy.
two in the room, Chandler and Chucky, I would not be in there.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you
It would
right
be
now,
way too loud.
It would be way too
There'd
loud.
be too many
Way too loud.
skews and
Too much
the
testosterone.
moment he shows up,
Too much
I'm
gators.
drained. Like, he takes all my energy and
Yeah?
uses it.
This man takes this energy.
Yeah. Listen, the thing is that when I started working here, you guys are younger than me. You guys know all the like new influencer YouTube people, so I didn't know a lot about any of these people. But I don't really know anything of the controversy with Chandler. I have no fucking idea.
He just knows.
I hardly know this.
He just
dude.
knows people who are fuck shit.
Yeah.
So he's guilty by association.
Yeah.
I guess.
Some people that I
Yeah.
don't like too. Like, he has
Gotcha.
friends that I don't fuck with, but
Yeah.
I have friends he doesn't fuck
Yeah.
with. But we
I don't have any friends.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any friends.
But we like fuck with each other whenever he's around. Like, it's
But
fine.
like, would it be okay for somebody not to like you because I did some fuck shit because we're friends?
no, it just looks like I'm supporting you. It's the problem behind it. Like, if I'm promoting,
Okay.
like, if you're doing some fuck shit and I promote Modern Reptiles on my shit, I'm supporting whatever fuck
I
shit you're
understand.
doing. So that's why they're.
So
pointing
it's
at him.
because he's promoting the person.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
gotcha.
promoting the fuck shit. I mean,
I understand.
him being in the same room is promoting the shit because his face is gonna be in their content. So at that point, he is promoting whatever.
And
fuck
did
shit
you
is
vet
going
our
on.
podcast before you agreed to come on?
I actually did not.
Wow, well, we
I've seen like
literally only
I've
say
seen
bad
like
things.
2 or 3 of the podcasts, and I was
Oh,
gonna
okay.
watch some before
Okay.
coming here, and I
I'm glad
didn't.
you didn't. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We say
Is
the
it what you
N-word, we do
expected?
all
Hold
bad
up.
things.
Is it what you expected?
Oh yeah, I'm chilling.
Did you expect
Alright.
something a little bit more serious?
No,
Okay, cool.
All right.
no, not
Great,
from
great,
Chucky.
great.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I'm so stupid. Dude.
Yeah, this whole situation was like so organic. So I used to do this with just my cousin, and we would talk about ball pythons all the time. when I started working here, and Chuck started also, literally the three of us would just sit sometimes when, you know, between Chuck taking some breaks and just talk about things. And I'm like, yo, we should just do this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Heck
It was,
yeah.
yeah.
And then from there I went. But yeah,
I dig
I think you should. I mean, once you go to AnimalCon, meet some of those people.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I'm willing and open to giving anybody an opportunity. I know I've been a shithead sometimes too, so hopefully people are willing and open to meeting me as well.
Yeah, some of those people that a lot of people don't fuck with. Like, there's some people also that I can't say names. God fucking damn it.
You want me to say?
No.
Yeah,
No,
say
no,
it.
no,
Yeah, let her
just
say
because-
it. Let her say
We
it.
should all call these people that one name. They're always
Heather?
that. Yeah, they're always
They're all
that
Heather.
one.
They're
Okay,
all
this
Heather.
Heather man.
Heather man. Heather with a penis.
So he.
Hey everyone, I'm the owner of Imperial Reptiles and Exotics. We are a reptile specialty store located in Orlando, Florida. We carry a full line of premium reptile supplies as well as quality reptiles. You could also find all of our reptiles and supplies available online at www.imperialreptiles.com.
They're always
Heather?
that. Yeah, they're always
They're
that
all
one.
Heather.
They're
Okay,
all
this
Heather.
Heather man.
Heather man. Heather with a penis.
So he does some fuck shit that I don't fuck with.
What kind of?
Some real fuck shit.
Racks.
Some
Hey.
real fuck shit. Like, bro, worse.
Worse than
Racks
racks?
in the racks?
Bro, worse. I'm telling you. You might figure one person out, but fuck. Okay, point is. One thing that I don't fuck with, he was
Fucking with?
wanted in the state, left the state, and left a whole bunch of reptiles in the room and they died.
I understand.
Right? Fuck shit. Didn't take the reptiles with him. And didn't tell anybody to pick the reptiles up.
Is that
So-
Dave Kaufman?
Come on.
I think
No.
I know.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, I got you.
So that's some fuck shit I didn't like. I didn't know him at all.
I'm
So
trying to think of who it is.
this next one you might just shut the fuck up.
Okay.
With the next one you might know. So I went
Brian
out.
Bartek. No, sorry.
I went out,
Daddy.
right? I left the state to go somewhere else, and they were doing. I didn't go for animal things at all. I went for photo shoots. So we went to these studios and things, and then those people were in the same studio I was in by a fucking miracle. And well, not that same person, but people that
Association.
associate with him.
Okay.
And then they were literally dragging a snake through the desert, a large snake, and it was very hot. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, what? You need more people. You can't drag this shit on the fucking ground. It's hot as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I can feel the heat through my fucking shoes. Like, you're
Yeah.
tripping. I don't fuck with that. Now, I met the person, right? And first of all, I'm not gonna say too much, but they were trying to impress me. Like, I got in the car because they hit me up and they were like, yo, like, let's hang out. And I was like, you know what? I don't like what they do, but I'm curious what they're like. What the fuck is up in their head? So I was like, all right, cool. Pick me up. We chill. They lied to try and impress me. And I could catch the lies as they were saying it because some of those things I could Google. And some of those things, like, they would lie, and I would look around the car and see the total opposite of what they're telling me. For example, they told me they don't smoke weed. I'm sitting down. I look down. There's a nug of weed on the floor.
What a waste.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know why they lied to me about
Do you
that.
eat the end?
Do I what?
Do you eat the end
Of the
stem?
blunt?
of a blunt, of a joint?
I'm not 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Look.
What's
My
happening?
first.
Some people eat the fucking.
You talking about like Supermaning the
yes.
roach?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've done it, but I never will again.
It's the first time I ever saw it happen was in college. I'm
Yo,
not in
Chuck
Florida.
Was getting hot
It
with
was
his
not in Florida. It was in a legal state.
you
This
can
guy,
legally smoke in Florida with a medical license.
There you go.
I don't have a medical license. And
FBI fucking take me. I
and
dare
so
you.
the guy, like, he's like, I'm at the end, right? He's like, oh, here, give me it. And I'm like, okay.
And he's
So
just-
he's gonna throw in the crack. He's like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yo,
Yeah.
what the?
I had a buddy in high school that would do it every time
Oh
on the
my
end of
God.
any
That's
joint,
so
any
nasty.
blunt. He would just
That's
Superman
so-
it.
I was like,
it was
So
You
you
throw
found
it
the
out.
nug in the
Anyway,
car.
yeah.
Okay, solid nugget. So I know I can. Some of the things were true. Some of the things were bullshit. I can call it out because I'm literally chilling with this person because I want to get in their brain and figure out what the fuck is up. And they're telling me things like, oh, I do this and this. Did you know that about me? And I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's trying to impress me for sure. And then I start asking questions about how they grew up. I'm homeschooled. didn't go to school with other people. I don't have siblings. So he grew up by himself with him and his parents. Once he comes out into the real world, all he wants is to fit in somewhere. Nobody really fucking likes him, honestly. Everybody just push him to the side. But I can understand. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You don't understand how to interact with people. So all you're doing is trying to impress me when you don't have to. And when you put yourself in front of a camera, that's what that person is doing. Now, that person is doing fuck shit. But I don't agree with it, but I can see where it came from. I can't just be like, oh, you're a piece of shit just because.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't
It
understand.
doesn't make it excusable.
No, it doesn't. But it explains it. It's not an excuse.
guess.
It's an explanation where I have an appreciation for like, oh, he's just trying to do this. And now I could talk to the person and be like, yo, I don't think this is right because this, and this. Instead of, I don't fuck with this person. I don't like that, without understanding where they come from. And
I don't have time to waste for explanations. I don't need
I
someone
do
telling me,
sometimes.
justifying their things. I'm like, I don't have
No,
time.
not justifying either. Like, I'm not trying to make it an excuse. It's more like I can have now a conversation understanding the person themselves other than just knowing the actions. Now I know the actions and I know the person. You know what I mean? Like, I understand they're doing this because they're trying to fit in. I could be like, yo, pussy, you don't have to do this to fit in.
Yeah.
You can just chill the fuck out. Stop that shit. Do it this way.
What's
Yeah.
Ugg like
Yeah.
as a person?
Have you met him?
No, I have not, and I never want to because I feel threatened by him personally. The way he treats me, the way he talks to me, the way he talks down to me
Yeah.
as a woman.
I'll tell you what, like, he's a big dude.
And the
Like,
death threats I've gotten,
Yeah.
he's said multiple things. You can just watch his YouTube videos. He's very he's awful.
Yeah.
Ugg.
I don't know this
Ugh,
dude.
Very
he's
ugly.
ugh. He's
But
very
he's like a
ugh.
big dude. He's disciplined from martial arts and I think military stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool, man.
Yeah.
Yoshi's like, I'm scared.
No, he purposely
it's-
presented himself as a larger person than me. I know more. I'm older. I'm a man.
Compensating.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely compensation.
But that one person, I don't agree with most of the things he does to this day. But
Yeah.
I have a
Really, selling human
understanding.
tree frog morphs doesn't get you going.
All right.
Yeah,
Field
shit like
collected.
Shit like that.
Do we have any other topics before we start giving our final thoughts?
Would you like to ask anything? Talk about anything specific?
I don't got much.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
So-
Jonesy?
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right.
Done so.
Huh?
Go ahead and finish it however you finish it.
Alrighty,
Finish
guys.
it.
Where can we find each other?
What's that down there?
I am at Dainty Dinosaurs on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, pretty much everything.
Hell yeah.
About reptiles everywhere.
At constantly__Tino, 2 underscores on
Yep.
Instagram, and at Imperial Reptiles almost every day.
Modern Reptile Shop, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Find us Modern Reptile. Check us out on the streaming platforms, etc., etc., etc. This was the Reptiles with podcast. Later.
Thanks for having me.